Hey everybody, this is Brunicon. Welcome to the 5th and most likely final episode of the Untitled podcast. Now, because it's the last one, I wanted to make it special. And speaking of special, I have a special guest with me today. Please announce yourself.
John? You're the special guest, Abby. Hello.
Hey.
My name is Abby. Apparently I'm the special guest in this podcast.
Yep.
My title now, I think it's from you.
What?
Who else is
Who else is here?
here? I don't know
right.
what my name is.
You don't know what your name is. That's trouble.
No, I don't.
Okay. You have Cheap Panda. You have Cheap Panda.
Oh, that's me.
Yep, that's you. And PizzaEatzz.
Yes, the classic with the classic voice with special guests.
A special guest.
It's gonna be chaotic too. Not like normally 4-person podcasts don't work very well.
Well, we've done it before. We can make this work.
Sometimes chaotic does good.
That's right, Abby.
Oh yeah, we have done before.
Yeah. And today we're going to be talking about next gen games. Since that's a big thing now.
Sure.
In the distant future. Yep.
So what's everyone's current stance on like next gen? Are you like hyped for it?
Nope.
Are you like, oh, I want to jump straight into next gen? Are you like, okay, I'm fine with kind of chilling in current generation for a little bit and kind of watching what's going on? Are you like completely like forget about the next generation?
I'm just completely forget about it.
I'm chilling. Yeah. I mean, I'm playing what would be
You're just fine.
game. The console. I have the console.
I can't wait to get my hands on Miles Morales, the new Spider-Man
Oh,
video game on the
yeah.
PlayStation
Okay.
5.
Thanks.
Facts.
And good
I
luck learning
watched
some
some
Yeah, I'm like
There's 7 different
I'm like
words for
hyped for the
bathroom.
games, but like I don't need a PS5 right now. Like I'm just saying, like I have a list of games that I've written down, like all the different games. Because I've only like been a Nintendo player all my life, and now I'm like trying to branch out and play some other stuff. And so I got like a list of all the games that I want to play when I finally use the PS5. It's got backwards compatibility with PS4. But I'm not like I need now. I can wait like a year or something because storage is kind of.
That's a different thing altogether we're gonna talk about. You know what I'm saying?
So why did you say that you don't care about it though?
Well, I think I'm this way with a lot of things, but I'm rather conservative, and that applies to quite a few things. I would be one of those guys. If you were to ask, like, if this was the golden age of gaming, I would tell you that, you know, the golden age of gaming basically has already passed us. I'd say something like that.
So you think it can't improve?
Well, no, it can't. I'm not saying it can't improve. I mean, there have been exceptions, but you know, some of the new games that I've seen out here, I mean, it just does not strike me the same way as some of these older games have.
Like specifically, like what has been revealed from the next generation is what's not impressing you?
Well, I've played some of these new gen games, and well, really, Well, I kind of like the older games because it's just, I think it's like simpler and stuff like that. You know, I mean, if you look at games like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I played some of that. You know, I mean that what?
I can't wait to play that.
I mean, it's a good game and all, but you know, I mean, for a game, I think it's rather more complicated than I think it needs to be. It's a good game, don't get me wrong. Just really drags things out, I think.
As in, like, mechanics-wise, or like...
Well, Valhalla is basically like a humongous sandbox. You can go a number of places, and basically I find out that I'm this way with a lot of games like this. If you look at the other Assassin's Creed games like Origins, or if you look at Star Wars Fallen Order, you know, games like that where like it is huge and has a whole lot of side quests, and like the places you visit are huge. You know, I mean, it's cool and all, but I eventually find myself, you know, bored of it, because
I get that.
It's like so big.
Sometimes in big open worlds, they just kind of like just have big open worlds, have open worlds, and they just kind of shove like junk into them, just filler, just to add some more hours to the game. So I can definitely tell it's flawed in some big open world games. So are you saying that you just don't like that kind of open world? Or are you saying that you're more of a type of player that likes linearity?
I'm when it comes to games, you know, well, I have rather, for lack of a better word, it's kind of like a simple taste for it, like you know, story modes out. I like the story mode to be, okay, you're here, you gotta do this, move on to the next thing, and eventually, you know, you get to a finishing point, and then you move on to another mission, do the set of tasks that you need to do, and all that, and eventually, like you know that there's an end to it.
So you just level to level kind of.
Yeah, something like that. Like that's like for.
You still like ends to it. So for instance, what if there was a game that had a definite end, but there's not a clear path to that end. You can kind of take your own path towards the end. If you catch my drift.
Well, I know that the games I mentioned, I know that they've got definite endings and such, but and you said multiple paths, you know. I don't mind the multiple paths. It's just those games are just kind of slow. So what about you? What about you guys? You know, what next gen games are you guys looking forward
to? Is it my turn?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll let.
Yeah, go ahead, Abby.
We all know about Cyberpunk and everything. Nothing wrong with it. You can choose your own storyline, which is really cool. But for me, I like story things. I like it. I'm not like the Brunicon. I like it long, and I like
like it dragged out. I like going to sceneries. I like seeing if you can break the game. I like seeing anything that's like new. You know, like Assassin's Creed Origins, like you said, sure, yeah, it's a huge open world, but I love looking at the landscape because I've always wanted to go to like Memphis in Egypt, the Nile. I've always wanted to go to that to see the lighthouse, the Great Library. I'm just a fanatic of history, so. And
yes, that's definitely a good.
Yeah. And you get to meet like Cleopatra, Ptolemy. You get to meet so many new people, and especially for all the other Assassin's Creed games. I mean, Miles Morales, the Iron Man, the game. I've watched a few live streams of it. It's so good. Like the detail, the aspects. It's really, really cool.
Yeah.
But I hear it's really short though, Miles Morales. That's more of like
more
like a DLC than an actual game, which kind of bugs me.
So Brunicon would like that.
Yeah, probably would. The bit that I played from Avengers, it kind of started out like being like dragged out, and you had so many places to be. So many places to be, and then it got to where it focused on the story, and okay, you need to, and then it got to you need to do these things, defeat these people, and all that, and move on to the next whatever you got to do.
So you were into that? You like that kind of style?
Yeah. Just not. Now I will admit that, you know, after I played the story like it was, after I play whatever game like it's meant to be played, then I'll try to break it, like I did with my Halo Ridiculousness series. Was that's kind of what it was meant to be. It was meant to see if anything weird or funny would happen, or if the game broke, or anything like that.
Yeah, I rarely ever break games. It's not something I do often.
Yeah, and most of the
even for games that I've like
the world needed someone to blame.
You know, I understand people that like have like played a game inside and out, and then they're like, oh, let me see if I can break stuff. Like I played Breath of the Wild and I still haven't done any of the glitches in that game. It's like, but I've watched other people do them, but I've never dabbled in it, even though I've got like 1,000 hours in it.
Yeah.
Kind of buried the lead, you know. Could have told me about that earlier.
I don't really mind if it's the open world or not. I'm gonna be honest. I don't specifically like the Assassin's Creed games, just all of them in general, just because it feels very monotonous in the missions. But I do agree that it looks very nice.
Yeah,
and like I like the history stuff behind it.
Oh, it's incomplete.
But
there's a whole folder on AIM server.
yeah, that stuff's cool. I'm just not one to. I'm not one that's like a sucker for the Assassin's Creed games.
Me neither.
So.
Me neither. But I could tell you that I'm a bit of a history buff, but I'm gonna play any games that are based on history. It would be more like
this corpse will not have needed it.
like
Call of Duty World War II.
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, I do. But I do like World War II, so I would get a game based off of World War II.
It shows you the European side of the war.
Yeah.
It starts you off literally running in the sand on D-Day.
Really?
You start off with your controller vibrating, and there's shootings, and you go onto the sands of D-Day. That's how it starts you off.
That is cool.
Speaking of vibrations, that PS5 controller.
Oh yes.
What's up with the PS5 controller? I'm an Xbox player, so I wouldn't know.
It is like, it's like high tech. It's like it's super like it's like adaptive. So basically, it's got way more. You know how like your controller will vibrate when you're playing a game or something.
Yeah, I know.
It can do that, but way more. It's got different levels of like vibrations, and even like the button presses too. So like the triggers will give different like, you know, they'll have more tension on them depending on what you're doing. So let's say like you're pulling back a bow, and when you pull back that arrow, the trigger on the PS5 controller will have more tension. Like you're actually like holding a string back that's trying to snap, and so you actually feel the weight that it takes to shoot a bow when you're pulling the trigger for the PS5 controller. And then when you let go of that arrow, you feel the force in the trigger, and it's like super immersive how the controller you're actually doing the actions. And
I'm not gonna lie, that does sound kind of impressive. I've actually used a bow, so I would know the feeling of drawing it back and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. And you actually feel that in like the triggers and the joysticks and stuff.
Yeah, that does sound cool, but that doesn't make me like it anymore.
It sounds cool, but like it's I need to look into it more. But it doesn't sound like it's too accessible. Because I know there might be settings or something. I might be incorrect about this. There's probably like settings or something that let you turn down like the controller, like the power of the controller. But like some players have like arthritis, so like having that tension on a bow could probably like injure someone if you know you've got arthritis in your fingers or something. I don't know how accessible the controllers are. I feel like they have a lot of accessibility problems.
I mean, I know that
for players, I know that it sounds freaking awesome. But I don't know about the disabled people. I don't know how well they work for them.
Yeah, that does sound cool, but that brings a whole nother set of problems. Like if I was playing Halo, which I do a lot, and by the way, what do y'all think about Halo Infinite before I go any further?
I must be, this is a punishment, right?
To be honest, I've never played Halo. I'm not an Xbox person.
You're missing out.
PlayStation 2, PlayStation 4, and if you want to go with Wii.
Wow. I'm telling you, you're missing out.
Didn't they have a huge contrast between the trailer and the gameplay? There's like the difference.
Really? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I watched. I've been keeping my eye on it, but I'm probably not gonna play it when it comes out.
Yeah, I probably won't.
But I still got my eyes on it. I'm not completely ignoring it. Like I watched like the gameplay demo. At first glance, when I looked at it, this is pretty cool. But then, after getting a closer look, it's like, this definitely needs more time, which is why they delayed it, because it was going to come out. It was going to be a launch a launch title for the.
You'll be safe here.
I think that's what it is.
Safe?
Yeah. It's going to be a launch title with that delay. That was a good call because it clearly wasn't ready when they showed off like back in the summer.
There won't be a home if we don't stop the band.
Yeah, it's probably for the best, but some people are concerned about it, like myself, because they see a lot of things different and changed, and that concerns me because, like I said before, I'm a rather conservative person, so generally, if I was making a game, I might add something to it. I might add something to the game, but more than likely, the things that made up the foundation of the game, I probably would not touch it. Like for example, if you were to take Star Wars, you know, I mean, it's hard to grasp Star Wars without, say, R2-D2, C-3PO, and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying that, like, so let's say, so you're saying if they take things away from the Halo formula, it's not the same to you?
Well, to some extent, yes. To some extent, yes. I remember when Halo 4 came out, they had changed the shotgun, like, to where if you were to compare it to the previous shotguns, you know, you wouldn't be able to tell, and I wasn't particularly impressed with that. But that's just an example.
So are you, if you had an Xbox Series X and the new Halo came out, get up for you now. I don't want it.
I probably would.
Would play it.
Yeah, I most likely would play it. I remember used to. I played a whole lot of Halo 5. I mean, I used to love it to death. I had a lot of videos of Halo 5, but then I found myself playing the older games. Just wasn't. I'm not sure why. It's just that's what I found myself doing. Yep. What other games are out there? Sorry, what?
We gotta segue into something. The next topic.
Glitches? Like what?
I liked all the Cyberpunk PS4 stuff. That was pretty funny. Where it was like, it was really bad on the PS4.
And I don't have a single clue as to what you're talking about.
So does someone want to fill in Bruno on like why Cyberpunk is just a hot mess of garbage right now?
Oh, you don't like it either?
So
It's not bad, it's just like, bruh.
yeah, it's like bruh.
You need to have really, really good internet access and Wi-Fi to play it, so it doesn't glitch out, doesn't disconnect or anything.
Gotta get a good you gotta get a good PC with like all the like top tier specs.
Well, I know this. I would not spend $2,000 just so I can play a video game.
True. I mean, if people don't do it, I don't think people built their PCs just to play Cyberpunk.
Yeah, no.
They built their PCs because they like PCs and they wanted a powerful one. So they build one and they play lots of different games on them. I'm personally I don't know anything about PCs because I'm a dumb little baby idiot who knows nothing about technology. So I probably wouldn't get in that field.
What's that make the rest of us?
Think about consoles.
Technology.
Yeah, so I'm just watching like everything about Cyberpunk just kind of so weird. Because I kind of fill you in on the history of Brunicon is that it's like the game's been in was announced like 10 years ago or nothing.
My goodness.
It's like Project Red's next game after Witcher 3, and they were like promising like all this like trailers. They had trailers before they even started working on the game, and they were like, "What? This game's gonna have this. This game's gonna have this. This game's gonna have this. This game's gonna have this." this is the best open world RPG ever made. It's crazy, the technology is insane. And then like 2018 they were like, okay, how about we finally start making this game? And then they had 2 years to like crunch it, and then they like delayed it a few times. And then the big studio executives were like, we need this game out now. And so employees were probably under a lot of crunch time, not getting paid enough, and then had to push out unfinished games that just didn't live up to the expectations, and had lots of game-breaking glitches, and didn't even work on the PS4, or like barely even works on the PS4, and they still sold it on the PS4. So it's just a mess, like corporate, like I want money, you know, and abuse of workers and promises that were unfulfilled. So just a game that was hyped up for a decade just kind of turned out to be a flop.
It got Keanu Reeves into it, which is kind of cool.
I wish I could tell
You can't rush art.
Yeah. I wonder if that was like a last minute thing. They were like, shoot, this game's gonna be garbage. What'll get the Redditors?
My word.
I really like the Aston for it because they actually use him instead of like or something. Yeah. We fight.
Well, I would go for Cyberpunk, and I'm kind of talking to the viewers here. I did hear that there was some controversial things, like questionable things in the game, and one thing I would encourage everybody to...
Dude.
What?
100% on that one.
Yeah, one thing I would encourage you to do is I know you don't want spoilers, but well, if you're watching this podcast, that's basically what this whole thing is, spoilers. But I would say do your research on whatever game you plan to buy, because well, you might find out that there's just do your research on a game before you buy it.
You can make your own character in Cyberpunk.
Oh, that's a big seller.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's been a thing to have an extra big...
in your toenails.
Yeah,
Wait, what? You
Yeah.
customize their toenails?
Yeah, you customize literally everything. Think about it.
Okay, I've heard.
Brunicon, you customize everything. Think about it.
I don't want to think about it.
Exactly.
You got it.
Yeah, he's got it. Oh, and you get to choose 3 different storylines. Choose one of 3.
It's stressful. What if I pick the wrong one?
And the game takes forever to
the wrong one, and
beat
then you'll pick
too.
the
It
other
does take
two,
forever.
and then if you pick the
But, like,
other one, you know it's the other one.
The Spider-Man games look great.
Fire Emblem 3 houses.
How about the new Spider-Man games, huh?
Oh, yeah. I have watched some videos of that.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, wow, the graphics are really good.
Yeah.
I've seen barely anything about it, because I do want to eventually get it, and I don't want, to know anything. All I know is it's pretty, short, which is kind of sad.
It's short, but it's good.
Mm-hmm.
But, they do, one thing I am okay with is they've got, the Ultimate Edition, which comes with the first Spider-Man game and Miles Morales packed together for $70. So if you think about it, you're getting, the full, Spider-Man for the full $60, and then you're getting Miles Morales for technically $10, which is a deal. See, and that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I watched.
Getting both games separately for full $60 prices is kind of whack.
Yeah,
And if
the
you already
story.
have the one game, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this story
I heard
mode for Morales.
They changed the design. They changed Peter Parker's design in the
Yeah, they
PS5.
They did?
Why?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think it was...
Yeah, why? What was wrong with the original Peter Parker?
I don't know.
Obviously, they changed his design. He's black now.
Epic.
I like Miles Morales more than Peter Parker. But
Yeah, Miles was cool.
I agree with that one.
Yeah, I watched the story. I watched like gameplay videos of Miles Morales. That I thought it was pretty good. You know, I know what I said about big open world sandbox games, but I think that I would actually like that.
I mean, no, Spider-Man is not really much of a sandbox.
Well, it kind of looks like that.
Yeah, it's not like GTA. It's not like you go around doing stuff. I mean, it's just a big city because you got to swing around, and that's kind of like the thing.
Well, you're in New York.
Fun to swing around.
Well, let's think about this. He's also in New York.
Well, yeah, he's on the island, New York City.
Still a big
I
place.
feel like New York City. Otherwise, that would be a really.
That would be a
map.
nightmare to try to swing through.
I mean, you'd have to cross the river first.
Yep.
Swim.
Yeah. You could try swimming.
They don't allow.
I feel like he's like with your what you said, because it's basically like do a mission here, and then go here and do a mission, then go here and do a mission. But like in between, instead of just like selecting a mission or walking there, you can actually swim, like with webs and stuff, and it's cool. Like you're like Spider-Man, and then you get to the location, beat up some bad guy, and then you're like, I am Spider-Man, and I'm cool because I'm Spider-Man.
The ending for okay. Spoilers ahead.
News channel.
Oh, for what?
That's what you were gonna say, right?
Spoilers for what?
Oh, I was gonna say that Morales' story, like,
Don't worry.
the ending is kind of sad.
It's part of God's plan.
That's all I'm gonna say about it.
I don't know if he's saying something spoilery or not. I think I might. I can't hear you guys.
Hey, spoiling.
Is the coast clear? Spoiler.
Okay, I've already said it. I'm not gonna say it again.
Okay, good.
Coast
I can hear again.
Love seeing you two together
I'm back.
again.
I didn't hear anything.
Always were my favorite.
Sure.
I'm a pure boy.
So Abby, you were talking about glitches. When I played Valhalla, and it was after you got to pick. I'm gonna try to pronounce his name. Yevior, something like that. You got to pick whether or not Yevior was gonna be a guy or a girl, and I chose.
That's pretty standard for that.
And for Odyssey as well.
Yeah, I chose a guy, but the glitch happens where it takes you to the scene where the main bad guy is like taunting Yevior, and I'm probably butchering that name right now, but he's bad guy's taunting him, and he's got him all tied up, and he's supposed to be an adult.
Fighting for a glorious end.
Yeah.
That I will not allow.
I love when people call like literally like everything glitches.
Yeah.
Like
No, but that was an actual glitch. You know, I got video evidence and everything. Yeah, I actually lost that evidence, actually.
yeah, but some people will just say like, you know, like you're like a model, like like something passes through a model, but it doesn't pass through the hitbox, and they're like, oh, a glitch. It's like, no, that's just something not passing through the hitbox. That's just design.
Okay then. Well.
But in your case, what you're talking about with the broken guys, with the guy being a child, that was obviously a glitch. I'm not.
Y'all are gonna. I mean, when I release the podcast, you know, y'all are gonna see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because there's gonna be background gameplay.
Of course, there always is.
Oh,
Oh, yep. So what other game is there that's worthy of discussion?
So when I was listing off games, I said Yakuza Like a Dragon, and then
What is?
So like, what's up with that?
Do you know what the game is?
No, I don't have a clue as to what y'all are talking about. Something about a dragon.
The Yakuza game series is like a joke. It's so funny. The whole thing, they just don't take it seriously. Like, in the older games, there's like this where you can just walk in and a whole bunch of older guys like just acting like babies in diapers. It's super weird.
What?
Yeah, it's like it's got so much imagination behind it. And then the trailer for this game, like everything about this one is pretty cool. It's like I forget how it's described. It's kind of like a RPG, I think, if my terms are right. But yeah, it's I absolutely love watching the gameplay for the games, the Yakuza games.
Yakuza Like a Dragon is a role-playing video game developed and published by Sega. It is the 8th main release in the Yakuza series, which is originally released in Japan and Asia for the PlayStation 4 on January 16, 2020. A worldwide release. Yeah, so you're right, it was a role-playing game. I got that from Wikipedia, by the way, sources.
Legitimately, I only watched the gameplay for it just because it's hilarious. That's the only reason.
Wow.
Yeah, you should look it up.
I think because I have seen like Japanese looking games that are just like wacky. Like they look serious the outside. Yeah, looking at the box art, it's like it looks like something.
That's definitely the Yakuza games, because they all of them look like super serious, and then it's just a different world on the inside.
That's kind of funny.
So yeah, that's why I freaked out about the Yakuza game whenever you mentioned it.
I like how GTA 5 is on this next gen.
Then watch the gameplay footage and nowhere to be found.
Too old.
Yeah, and then watch the gameplay footage, nowhere to be found here. Well, the Xbox Series X, I once saw a video, the fans are powerful enough to keep a golf ball in the air.
Yeah, I think it's a ping pong ball.
It looks like a golf ball. Did y'all see that video?
Ping pong ball. Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, but to me, it looks like a golf ball. I mean, it's probably not, but...
Golf ball's really heavy.
Yeah, a golf ball is heavy, but you know, when I was watching the video, at first glance...
You got knocked in the head by one.
If the fan was that powerful, I think it'd start making noise.
The new consoles are noisy. What are you talking about? I mean, it's literally a meme by how much noise these new consoles make.
Yeah, because you gotta have speed, internet, and everything.
You have to have power. And behind power, there's always cooling systems.
I mean, those things are...
cooling systems, there's jet engines.
Yeah, those things are louder than printers.
PS4.
And y'all know how loud printers can be.
What?
I feel like this word just cut me off. Like I did like a big loud fan noise, and I looked at the chat and my bubble wasn't green at all.
Oh, I didn't hear a fan noise.
My fan and compressed too loud.
Yeah, you just cut off.
Yeah, the only fan noise I hear is when I get notifications in the comment sections.
Clap, clap, clap.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. The printers be pretty loud, don't you think?
I haven't turned my printer on.
Like that.
Yeah. Alright, anyway, is there anything else y'all would like to talk about?
The snowstorm's gonna hit us at, like...
The snowstorm?
Yeah, you know the snowstorm that's outside your window?
Oh. I don't see any snow. My yard is on fire.
What? You live in Australia or something?
I'm gonna get flagged for that. Never gonna let you down.
It was the beginning of the fourth
Gonna
song.
run around and desert you.
Look up.
Never
What is
gonna
it a
run
parody of?
around and
just look up,
desert you.
What I looked up whenever I found it.
Wait, I messed up those lyrics.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't matter. Well, kind of.
Just found it recently. Oh no, my friend just got a
clock.
Look at the map of the Lord.
Okay, well guys, I've been dreading this day. We all knew that this day was coming. You know, this is the final podcast, and I just want to say that it's really been a fun ride with everybody that's ever been involved with my channel. Thank you for the experience, and I hope that, you know, I hope we meet again someday, and it's been fun, and I'm really sad to see this end. So in other words, goodbye.
So wait, now, hold on, look, we can't end the podcast right here. This episode's been about next gen games, and started talking about next gen games, and then we just kind of went off the rails, but we gotta bring it back. We still haven't talked about the best.
What's the best?
Ever exist next gen. That game is Fortnite.
Oh.
Say what now?
Yeah, no, what are you talking about? Fortnite's the best, dude. You could've chugged up.
No, it's not. Halo is the best game that's ever happened. Halo Infinite's the best. Yes.
What do you mean? Hey, Fortnite is clearly the best game ever.
Nah. Nah, it's literally Minecraft with guns. That's lame. It's also a ripoff of PUBG. Well, I really wish Isaac could have been here, but well, I'm not sure I could wait much longer to do this. So Isaac, if you're watching this, you know, I wish you were here, bro, and really glad that you came and showed up when you did. It's been fun. And as for y'all, thank y'all for being a part of this with me. I could not have done this without you.
Well, you're welcome. It's been a fun 5 episodes. Get some pug jams.
You guys are nuts.
Well, that's what we try to do. We try to make your podcast entertaining. Because you know what? If it was just you sitting here, it would be so boring. But because my handsome, talented, funny self is here, I just heighten the level of entertainment of the podcast through the roof. Just because I'm here.
I feel challenged.
Whatever their names are, they're just here to add some sprinkles on top. But I'm the main meat. I'm the main course. I'm the
Gee, I feel challenged. What? Is that a reference to something?
The ice to your cube.
Oh, I'm about to roast this man so hard. Hey, Chi, would you like a cup of tea?
No! Get that out of my face, dude.
Me needing some fire extinguishers in here.
Why? Oh.
Because you got to roast me.
Mm-hmm.
You missed she tried to back you up, and like you just like completely dismissed it.
No,
That was kind of cringe. I think you lost some points there.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of sad.
Not
So I guess I win. I guess
Cheap Panda.
I roasted you.
You know, if you say your name really fast, it almost sounds like you're saying cheap panda.
Whoa. Look, kid.
Yeah, I went there.
I spent a whole $10 on the last video I made. I'm not cheap. I put big huge budgets into my videos, okay? Tax evasion costs $10. $10 whole to make tax evasion.
$10.
Avengers Endgame, nothing on my budget.
Seriously, what are we doing?
Hey, PizzaEatzz, you just want
Dude,
to
it's the final podcast. We gotta hype it up. We gotta have some like good memes in here. We gotta have some good memes in the final podcast. We gotta knock it out of the park. Like 40 minutes into the podcast, they just switch us to a Minecraft Let's Play. Yeah.
KFC console as I heat up my fried chicken.